Welcome everyone to Never Split the Party. We're pretty sure this is episode 8, and I'm sure we'll come up with an awful title once we actually publish it to YouTube and have some sort of awfulness that happened this episode.
Dealing with the
I,
after massacre. Boom.
that's not going on YouTube. Neither is this apparently, so that's fine.
Oh, more shots at my expense.
There's my Nick jab for the episode. Already in. Got it done. Keep going. I just rolled over my toe in the wheelchair.
Why are you in a wheelchair?
Sure, why are you in a wheelchair?
There was a D, but that's fine. Continuing on.
Did he put you in a wheelchair?
Whoa.
Bit excessive and personal.
This is a family-friendly show.
Hey, Nick, please edit this part.
Already starting off on a good foot.
So
Whatever,
for this episode, we're going to get into introductions for the lovely cast. I'll let them figure it out. Apparently, they have some sort of plan for that. We're going to go for announcements if we have any. I have a couple of soft announcements. I don't know why I said soft. I did, though. It's fine. And then we'll get into a recap of what happened so people have some idea as to what the hell Rye did last episode. And then we'll get into the actual show itself. So first off, my name is Dustin. I also go by the Arbitrary Nerd, and I'm the GM this evening and every evening until the end of time.
My name is Patrick. I play Reich. He is a Lashuta envoy and apparently the bringer of death. He's also very handsome.
I am Michael. I am playing Zero, who is a android operative.
I'm Chris. I am playing Miller, who is a Yasoki mechanic.
I'm Nick, and I play Brawl. And he's a Yosoki soldier.
I don't know why this is funny, but
I don't know either.
Nick, do it again. Whatever you just did, don't do that.
Hello, I'm Nick, and I play Brawl, who's a Yosoki soldier.
And now use that voice for the rest of the night.
Maybe I will.
It's not anywhere in. Sorry
wandering accent, man.
I love the idea of him getting so concussed through all of his various brawls that every time he's a new person.
And I'm Justin. I'm playing Seeker, the android technomancer, who is a artist of some kind.
Questionable.
If that's everyone, I'm not paying attention at all. Does anyone have any announcements?
Yes, actually. Patrick and I have been starting to do some streaming.
I'm already alarmed.
Huh? We've started to do some streaming, and we're going to try to make it a weekly thing, I think.
Except this week.
Well, no, this week we are streaming tomorrow. So,
yeah, and I think I'm joining too.
Yeah, Chris is going to join. So we're going to be streaming tomorrow, probably around the same time as we usually play, so 8:30 to probably around 10:30 or so. Last week it was on Thursday night. I think Thursdays are going to be the days that we try to do this.
Yeah, I just have a concert to go to, so
but yeah. Oh man, you got a concert to go to? That sucks.
Well, maybe
go see my favorite band all day.
Probably some hipster crap.
It is some hipster crap.
So join us tomorrow. It's a good time. We'll be streaming Magica, I'm sure. And it was a lot of fun last time, and you should go check out the clips that we have of that because it was pretty ridiculous.
Single. The other one's an accident.
So join us on Twitch for all you audio listeners at some point. Our Twitch can be found somewhere. Yeah, go there.
Twitch is literally what you're watching right now.
Yeah, just stay here.
Yeah, if you're listening to this, stay here until like a couple days from now. Anyways,
tomorrow. What is wrong with you?
Well, who knows? They might be listening to a completely different day.
No one does that.
Plus, we're usually doing it on Thursdays.
They would have already missed the stream then.
This is a great announcement. I'm so glad we're giving this announcement.
Does anyone have any other announcement?
No.
I would like to announce that I'm happy to play this game tonight.
Same. I'm very much looking forward to it.
I'd like to at some point.
Nick, Halloween is coming so quick.
I've got 2 more announcements, although I was trying to look up a website for it and I never did. There is after our show is all done, I recommend you guys pop over to, it's the Ask a Pathfinder group, although I believe their Twitch is Color Circuit Live. They are starting up a live stream for Pathfinder. It actually is pretty cool because I think it's a horror campaign, which is always my preference for campaigns. As much as no one wants to play with me, it's fine. But check them out after. I will mention again in the after party as to where to find them. Also, and I was looking for the link for this, but I am not going to find it. If you guys are interested, Cosmic Crit, a Starfinder podcast, not on Twitch, but a group that I follow through their podcast and harass on Twitter pretty often. They are participating in Extra Life with Paizo. Strongly recommend you guys go and donate to them. Bonus for $5, you get a shout out. I'm trying to convince the rest of the party to donate so I can make them do shout outs, but
Are they running it right now?
it is going right now. I'm trying to find the link to it, and I cannot. Cosmic Crit Extra Life. Let's just try Google instead of trying to harass or search all the way through Twitter. I still have nothing. That's fine. I'll find it later.
Didn't you go directly to their Twitter profile?
I did now. And
He's new to the internet.
You have to be
Found it.
patient with everybody besides me regarding social media. They're quite the old geezer when it comes to it.
There is
That's
not
true.
a
Well,
convenient
Pat's like
link
32,
to-
right?
Oh, that's
30.
True.
I definitely remember 32.
Oh, that's perfect. Let's just keep going with that.
That he's 32? I mean,
That he's
he
32.
is.
Yeah.
I think he just rounds down.
So if you guys go to www.extra-life.org, you can search for a player, and if you look up Cosmic Crit, you can choose which one of their players to donate to. I think I'm going to donate to whomever has the lowest at the end of tonight. And again, I would recommend everyone do so. To Extra Life. Chris, stop typing. God.
You can't tell me what to do.
Extra Life is a pretty awesome program. I think, Nick, have you participated in this before?
Chris and I have
Yeah.
participated in Extra Life. We raised over, what was it, 1,500 per? Extra Life?
Yep, a little over 1,500.
We are not participating this year, mostly because I don't want to organize it, so I'll be throwing money at people
I'm
instead.
hoping that me and Nick will be doing one later this year.
Next year, I'd like to do. I think you guys did a 24-hour stream, right?
Yes, we did.
That's what they usually entail.
Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do a 24-hour Starfinder stream, but that'll be next time. For this time, hit up Cosmic Crit. They're gonna be doing
What?
Yeah, you heard me. 24
That's
hours,
painful.
all Starfinder, all me.
Who gonna be playing this game?
And anyone who gives me sass immediately gets crushed by Sprox. All right, that's all I have.
Patrick, what's your first action? Seppuku. Nice game, guys. Bye. I'm going.
Yeah,
home.
if you guys have nothing else for announcements, we can get back into the recap. Yes, good.
Let's do
No.
Go.
All right. Now
That 8-minute intro before the intro.
it's fine. Don't worry about it. I'm actually going to put it on you guys. One, because I don't want to, but two, I think you're going to get more of a benefit. Could I have you guys in the same order you introduced yourselves give a 1 to 2 line recap from your character's point of view as to what happened last episode?
I hate you.
Pat, you're up first.
I feel like he needs more than 2
story-
sentences.
Long story short, we went to try to figure out how to get our boat fixed. I refer to it as a boat. And we came across a junkyard wherein we met a man who was not the rightful owner of the place. I tried to peacefully resolve the situation and was coerced into murder.
You sure that's how it went down?
I'm pretty sure most of yours were manslaughter, actually.
Or
Actually,
goblin slaughter.
you know what? That's fair. I'm still
All right.
horrified and scarred.
Whoever's next.
Oh.
Alright. So, as he said, we went to the junkyard. Although it wasn't random, we were planning to go there from the beginning to get rid of, was it vermin? I
Yep.
think it was. Upon arriving, we found out that the guy is, not the rightful owner. Then Reich terrifies the crap out of him to the point where he feels threatened and tries to kill us. Then he activates a robot. Then Miller shuts off the robot. And we go to the basement, find some goblins. They all kill some
Zero
goblins.
do? I want to know what Zero did.
And I found a thermostat. And turned it up to the point where I blew up some pipes.
You also.
I was getting there.
Okay.
Then
Glossing
followed
over a
the
finer
was it
detail.
halfling?
Yep.
Followed the halfling into a. Was it actually a cell?
It's like they made a cell out of it. It's a custom cell in the basement.
So followed him there, and then shot him in the face.
Maybe kind of, sort of. Brawl, what was your recap from last episode?
Oh, you're skipping me. Okay.
Am I? Oh, I'm sorry, Miller. You're out of the way. Miller, what was your recap from next episode? Miller, go for it.
So Milla, seeing this robot get turned on, he was like, "All right, let's see what we can do about turning it off." Flick the switch. What is wrong with you?
This is the way you said that. You see
All
this
right.
robot turned on.
We see a robot turned on. When you see it turned on, you gotta turn it off. So we flipped the switch, followed the
Dustin
halfling
is
down.
dying right now.
I didn't think it was that funny.
I
Not
didn't
quite
even
that
know
funny,
what was
but-
said until they just reacted the way they did.
It's an Austin thing.
It's definitely an Austin something.
Well, I'm done.
So once Miller gets to the bottom of the stairs, he chases the halfling, takes a pot shot, way off. But then something strange happened. A naked goblin came out of nowhere and took a pot shot at the halfling. Now this kind of put Miller in a sort of predicament. So he kind of worked his magic. He kind of calmed down the goblin. The goblin's name is Sob. He gave me a little bit of a sob story, if you know what I mean. And so I pulled him back to the stairs, and we're waiting for the rest of the group.
Alrighty. Brawl, may I remind one of my first requests for this recap was 1 to 2 lines? Go.
Yeah. I tried to punch the robot before it got together. I failed multiple times. When it was finally turned off by Miller, I got a free punch in. It wasn't putting up a fight no more. When we went down into the basement, I ran into some goblins and I got into some fisticuffs with the goblin. I showed her who was boss. Then I opened up the door to where the halfling was located, and I just saw, 2 of my party members, just kill him dead, which I might or might not be okay with.
And Seeker.
Seeker just helped. I helped disable the robot, thinking that we could maybe make friends with it. But we were not able to do so. So we just shut it off. And we went downstairs, and I asked Miller if it was okay to keep shooting at the halfling who was running away scared, and I tried to make peace with him too. I even tried to coerce him to come back. But Miller just said to attack him, so I did. And I felt bad about it. But he ran away. And then was brutally murdered, maybe not 6 seconds later.
Exactly 6 seconds left.
According
to the rules.
All right, and now we are after the tussle with the goblins and the halfling Vossic. We have one goblin that has seemingly buddied up with Miller, the naked goblin going by the name of Sob, and then there's another goblin that has surrendered. One was one of the ones that was wielding like a kind of a larger knife-looking thing. As we pick up with the episode, I am desperately looking to find Roll20 so I can remember what was going on, but I apparently closed. No, I found it. Okay. As we pick up with the episode, the halfling Vossic has just fallen dead, and you guys come to find a mostly tied up, but obviously was a little bit more mobile in the cell, Shirin, who is looking at you guys, hoping someone unties him.
Zero immediately goes over to untie him.
The Shirin, after he shrugs out of the ties and the whatever gag works on a bug like Shirin, I'm not really sure what that would look like, says, Thanks. Thanks. I really appreciate the help, but I'm not sure. And he motions his head over to the smoldering halfling. I'm not sure that was quite warranted. However, I really appreciate you guys made a decision and stuck with it. And you've helped me out immensely. Thank you so much. My name is Archie.
I
Seeker.
okay.
Well, go ahead. Go for it.
Okay. So hearing that, Brawl marches forward over to my compatriots' names, who I'm currently blanking on. Zero
Rye and Zero.
And Ray.
Rye, and like, I know we didn't. That's not even close to his accent. Here we go again. All right. I was just so caught up in the moment with emotion that I had forgotten my own voice. I knew that we didn't have to kill him. Why'd you do that?
Rye is visibly disturbed.
Can he roll a will save?
I'm still not sure. It's not an act, so I'm just going to let it go for now.
Seeker was actually around the corner when it happened. He didn't see it happen. So he walks over. I think he went in here. What? What happened?
Something that my classes did not have me prepared for.
So what Seeker sees is a tiny, like, makeshift cell with some drainage grates towards the end of the cell. It's long and it was wide enough. It wasn't necessarily like a tight little room. But inside of the room, you see half of the party has gathered. Vosuk has been expired. And there's a Shirin who is kind of brushing himself up. The Shirin's dressed in mechanic overalls. There's a missing name patch, like a span, like a small square rectangle, or rather rectangle. Let's go with rectangle, where a name tag would have been. And he is brushing himself off and ready to leave his makeshift prison.
So,
answering their questions of why, because they both basically walked in and immediately looked at me and Reich about that. Brawl and Seeker, that is.
Yep.
All right.
Went right up to you.
Go ahead.
Okay,
Seeker.
guys,
Go ahead.
story straight. You okay? He stole this building, right? We all agree on that.
The goblin who surrendered but is down the end of the cell says, technically we stole the building.
Shut up, you.
Archie
Jeez.
says, what is going on with this goblin? You shoot the unarmed halfling, but the goblin is still here?
Yes. Also, Miller made a friend of one.
He did
I
what?
find that odd, but
First of all, why you even questioning? We just saved you. Are you a hater? I think he's a hater.
Ooh, this
We
is my
saved
least favorite
you.
accent Rye has adopted.
yeah,
I have
right.
done so many. First, he tries to kill us with a robot. Then, he brings us down here and his Goombas attack us.
His
Then-
what?
Goombas?
And let's be
Gobos?
honest, the main reason
Goblin?
I shot him is I can only assume he was going to use you as a hostage. Why else would he come in here?
Yeah, and then we come in and you're bagged and you gagged and bound like some sort of. Are you okay?
And while he's not currently
There's
wielding
four,
a weapon, he
there's
might have
five
had
of
one.
us. We could have taken him.
We
He didn't
Right.
have any
Yeah.
weapons.
We did have him.
that we know of.
We did have him cornered. That's for sure.
Hey,
But
As long as
more than that,
I didn't try to fight him.
Seeker walks over to the corpse of the halfling and looks at it. This is amateur
And-
work. You used a laser pistol. Ugh. No, the laser pistols are so 10 years ago for this kind of thing.
Well, clearly your eyes jammed again because that is clearly a bullet wound.
Oh, was
I
it?
shot him with a laser.
Yeah. No,
he
shot with
does
laser
have a
pistol.
laser wound, I believe, from
He does.
Rye as
He
well.
does.
But I mean, like, look at there's no aesthetic value in these blood splatters on this wall at all.
And you're contradicting yourself as well, because aren't all those other marks from your, what was it, magic missile?
Oh, yes, but those are beautiful.
Archie
But
holds
just
up
as-
Oh, no, not on
look,
him. I'm
and-
talking about the big
and
picture.
says, I think I'm going to go upstairs. I'm not really sure who you guys are. Thanks for helping me out. And he kind of sidles out, like, past you guys.
We
to the
answered your
cell.
summons.
Right. I'll talk about it upstairs, and you guys have figured out whatever. And he motions to the motionless form of Vosik. Whenever you guys figure out what this is, come on upstairs. I don't want any.
Self-defense. Picture perfect, by the book, self-defense.
The goblin from the end of the cell as Archie slips by. I'm not sure. I seen self-defense.
Self-defense.
No, no.
As Brawl motions wildly at Rye to not shoot the surrendered goblin.
I'm just a little worked up.
You're worked up. I'm worked up.
This whole...
The goblin
I'm gonna
begins to
follow him
slowly
upstairs.
inch around the corner. Oh, okay. You guys are following him?
Yeah.
As we round the corner, I show off the splattered blood on the wall that I shot when I shot my magic missiles. I go, you see, Rye, now this right here is how you do it. Like, look at the spray. It's just the wide arcs.
We gotta get
I
you
would call
help.
that inefficient.
Oh, well, it
These
doesn't
two are
matter
gonna
how
have enough.
efficient it is.
Well,
Aesthetically pleasing is what it really is.
Before we head upstairs, I'm going to go turn the thermostat back down
I'm just
so
saying.
that this place doesn't potentially blow up.
That's a good call. Is there anything else you guys want to do before you leave the
I
basement?
kind of trail
No.
off as we're going. Like, I'm just saying, if you're going to kill somebody, you might as well do it spectacularly.
I do want to
Miller, where are you?
Search.
I'm at the stairs, hanging out with Sob, just kind of chatting with them. All
Also,
right,
actually, before we
first
leave,
things first.
search
Hold
the.
on. I'll cover that in a minute, Michael.
Okay.
All right, first things first. We're gonna have to get you clothed, and he pulls out one of his everyday clothing that he carries in his backpack. You guys thought I was an idiot.
Will do.
I still have two more. And it says, "Here, wear this. We're gonna be pals from now on. And in fact, you know what? This is gonna be a new life. How do you like this, Sob? We're gonna change your name. Do you like the name Sob?
Kinda.
I was thinking maybe not Sob.
That's
The
awful.
name is not Sub.
That's just bad.
Oh,
I'll do
all
it. Nice.
All right, we'll call you not Sob. And if
All
anybody
right.
gets
I've
it, please.
never
tell
had
me.
two syllables for before. Yeah, let's do it.
All right. So he gives him one of his everyday clothing so that he's no longer naked.
He ties it around his neck like a cape.
That's fine. However he wants to wear it. I'm just gaining his trust.
Later sell him.
No.
This is why we don't let Pat outside.
Right? Murdering people and selling people. It sounds like a raider.
Is
I
the
haven't
other
seen
goblin
the
coming
street
along
sign in
peacefully?
years.
Are you guys? Let's double back. So as Miller's trying to schmooze with not Sob, what are you guys doing over here? You guys, Michael, you had mentioned that Zero wanted to search the basement some more.
No, I was going to search the halfling.
Oh, the halfling himself.
Yeah.
Let me take a quick look and see if I said he had anything on him. Yeah, give me a perception check.
21.
That'll be enough. So as you're patting down, you notice that he's got like kind of tucked in different pockets all over his body in like areas that you wouldn't normally have pockets, like behind his knee, as awkward as that is to walk, inside of his overalls, different pockets. You pull out a bunch of different cred sticks, which total up to containing 600 credits. Also, tucked into his boot You find a small data pad.
And take everything.
Okie dokes. Is anyone else doing anything in the basement?
Yeah, I want to check the. I mean, I think it's fair to say that we check all the gobos on the way back, since.
I think it's fair you're going to do that in character.
Yep.
And what?
Let's do it in character.
Well, I also wanted to check this area, down here. But I will also reluctantly check the burning husks of what was once our enemies.
No, yeah. Let's hear it.
I walk here.
No.
Nope.
No.
No.
What I need to hear is Rye going back through and doing this thing. So you're walking through the basement. You've got a number of goblins. One is a bit of a smoldering heap. Another one had its jaw forcibly dislocated. I don't quite remember how the one of them expired, but you've got three
Somebody
goblins.
punched its head off.
One was beaten to death. One was burnt to death.
Yeah, then
One was critically shot to death.
Oh, and one I accidentally shot.
right.
In the face.
Yeah.
I accidentally shot until it was dead. So you've got three goblins in their little common area that they had built down in this sub basement below the ship shop. So as Rye's walking through, what does he do when he sees the bodies?
Try not to throw up.
Okay.
Is the first thing he tries. What is that? A Constitution save? I want to find out if he can stand this.
Go for it.
Okay, give me 1 second.
I think it'd be
I feel like it would be
fortitude.
fortitude at that point.
Fortitude.
Yep.
I'll allow
Roll 1d20 plus. Oh, I have a button for this, idiot.
I don't believe you. There's
did you
no
say
way you set up
fortitude?
macros.
17. So I think I'm able to handle that. Although I am a mighty bit uncomfortable with what has happened. I have a face that is of pure disgust and discomfort as I start looking through belongings and.
What do you say as you bend over and search this corpse? I'm trying to understand why you're pilfering the corpse. Now, I know there's the standard RPG of loot all the things, but I don't understand why Rye's doing it.
Well, yeah, you know what?
I feel like you would have tried to get us to do it, to be honest.
Probably.
I also think you might have talked to someone and coerced them into doing it.
That's a very good
Specifically
point.
Brawl, because you've done it before.
That's a very good point. So here's what happens.
Thank you.
I walk into the room. I attempt to loot. I fight the urge to throw up. I succeed. And then I turn around and just shout out, Brawl. Brawl. Brawl.
And what's
And then
Brawl
over my
doing?
comm. Hey, Brawl.
What?
Clean up aisle here. And then I walk down this way to take a look at what we haven't seen.
Clean up your own
Down what way?
mess.
Yeah, you verbal descriptions because we don't have it up.
Down
and,
in the
Oh, okay.
southern portion of
there was
the
a
basement.
portion of the basement, a wall that the naked Gabo ran out from. I want to see what's in that area.
Sure. As Rye is kind of oddly wandering around the basement in his days of, I guess, murder.
Oh yeah, I'm staring off into the middle distance.
Inside is the where Sob originally came out of. There is kind of like a steam blasted room, like the walls are sweating. It's very warm in this area. And towards the back, it's another long hallway. It looks kind of similar to the cells. And towards the very back, there's some ventilation that looks like it might have burst open at some point. And around the burst vents, there is the remains of a chest of some sort of container that you can draw a reasonable conclusion that the goblins are probably storing things in. However, now there's kind of bits of things spread throughout this little hallway.
I seek for things of value or things that might be useful.
Does he find Sob's gun?
Saab's gun is kind of in that longer hallway before he gets into this little closet area. So yeah, that is on the floor as well.
I rolled a 1 plus 4.
You trip over Saab's gun, so you do find that it is in kind of like it's a really like junk, like barely put together duct tape, grime, some oil, maybe some bubble gum. It's called a junk laser, and it's a Goblin's own creation, and they are notoriously unreliable.
Okay.
In the hallway, you're not able to determine was in the chest because it just seems to have been blown up when whatever caused the vents to blow.
I head upstairs.
Right. Anyone else? You guys doing anything in the basement?
Might as well check out that last cell. Was there anything in there?
So what?
So the cell.
Okay, I see.
The cell next
the
to
cells
the
next to
one
I
we
got
found.
you. So Seeker pops out of the cell where Vossic's remains are, and opens the next kind of cell, which is another just a short hallway. Looks exactly the same, barring there's no drainage inside the cell, which isn't actually a cell. It's just a little corner of pipes. There is a data terminal that is embedded into the floor. It looks like it's like a service panel of some sort.
Ooh. I think I'm all set for now, though. We gotta get going. Everybody else is leaving.
Yeah, that was more of one of the optional ways to solve the encounter without murdering everything. Be stealthy, but you guys have never heard of that. And Zero, are you doing anything else in the basement?
So assuming everybody does the same thing, bring up the goblin with us. The other goblin.
Sure. Yeah.
The one that surrendered. Assuming he's behaving peacefully.
The ex-bladed goblin. He looks unhappy about his situation, but he also doesn't look like he wants to die, so he is following you.
All right. Did anybody pick up whatever his knife was so that he can't get a weapon?
Nobody picked it up. It's sitting on the floor.
I'll grab it and put it away.
All right, you grab. It's another thing that looks like it's tied together out of spare pieces. It's called a dog slicer.
Oh.
He looks a little sad as you pick it up because it's his. Brawl, what are you doing?
You'll get this back.
What are you doing in the basement before you head out?
I'm just going to accompany Archie up to the main floor. I'm not gonna be like right up next to him, but I'm gonna be close by. Just kind of vent myself from how mad I am at the other two killing a helpless individual or unarmed individual.
Definitely not helpless, but unarmed, sure. Or unarmed as far as you guys can tell after searching his body. All right, none of you guys actually have volunteered to search the goblins, which is fine. I don't know how much you guys would be into the looting at this point. Let's see. Zero, give me a perception check.
24.
So as you're leaving and you kind of glance casually into their little living area, you do notice that there are a couple of things that the others seem to have missed. Whether or not you want them, it's fine. But you notice that there's like a box of things in the back corner of the room. Any interest?
Yeah, I'd go take a look.
All right, what you find is a box of grenades. They're all painted different bright colors. There's a bright orange, a neon yellow, an all white, and one that looks like it's painted like a hot rod, like with flames on it. It all looks like the goblins custom painted these with like basic like heavy paint. They look all kind of grody. They're otherwise unlabeled, and there are 1, 2, 3, 4 of them, one of each of the colors I described. Additionally, there is a vial of fluid of some kind, and it's got in like really rough handwriting the text foresight on it. Like it's a tape around it, and someone wrote foresight on the tape.
All right. I'll toss everything in my backpack, being careful with the grenades, because who knows how.
Hey. That's fair. All right, and now you guys.
Well, actually, is everybody else kind of walking with me? Because that would actually bring it up as opposed to just take everything if they're with me.
Yeah, I'll say that you grab everyone as they're retreating. I'll say you're maybe bringing up the rear. Yeah, go for it.
All right. There is a box of grenades I specifically look at Reich and go, "Do you need new ones?"
No.
I don't even say anything. I immediately turn around and just walk back and grab it. Sachet.
How do you guys want to split up the grenades?
Well, I imagine you
Well-
want the pretty ones.
I imagine we could do it at a later point. I'll just hold on to them and.
So he wants all of them.
I'll just hold on to these. Don't
Well,
mind.
no, we haven't split up the credits or anything yet. So I was just gonna
That's fine.
grab
But
it.
if you
Wait,
guys
I'm
can do
sure.
it
I'm
around
assuming the
here,
credits are all
and
going to
Rye
the
is
ship.
holding all the grenades. That's where they're going to be. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I'll hold on to them unless somebody wants some. In which case we can.
I'll take the vial at least.
I feel like those are your thing anyway.
It's kind of my thing.
Not my style.
And you guys are back up in the shop now, which again, you guys didn't get too much of a mess while you guys were encountering the security drone. The security drone itself has a smoking hole in the back of its head part. It otherwise doesn't look terribly damaged. Let's see. Miller had managed to shut it off by just simply flipping the security switch that had activated it in the first place. And when Archie sees this, he says, "Oh, Droney."
At the I just wanted to say at the appearance of Archie, Miller goes, "Oh, hey, oh man, you're wearing one of those Folly Invest Company overalls, man. Oh, looks like you got it looks a little in disrepair there. Huh? I got a tailor for you though. I'll talk to you later."
Are you with the folks in the?
Unfortunately, yeah.
All right, so you know they're a little, and he kind of does like one of these weird hand gestures with one of his hands.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. And he points at Not Sob, the goblin.
I rescued him. I could only rescue one at a time.
You rescued
That's
the
his creed.
goblin.
He was naked. He was helpless.
The
Yeah.
goblins that had me tied and bound in a back room.
I didn't think they'd blow off the halfling's head.
Oh, the goblins had you tied up.
Wait, how do you know that?
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
I
saying,
just-
Miller, you do not know about the
Oh.
blown off head yet.
Oh, all right. I just assumed. Yeah, I figured they would. I figured they'd, get the halfling. 4 against 1. Seems pretty logical.
Oh, they got him.
Archie looks shaken. He's like, "This is a very confusing group. Do you guys do this often?"
We're still
we
new
met,
to it.
We met
Not
yesterday.
regularly.
You met. I'll see you upstairs. And he walks past, does like another furtive glance at Not
I
Sob.
thought he was already upstairs.
Well, Miller
I stopped him.
intercepted him.
Oh, okay.
But as he's upstairs and he sees the security drone that you guys had damaged but shut off, he says, "Oh, Droney."
Oh, I can help you repair that too. That wasn't me.
We tried to shut it off peacefully.
I
After-
did shut it off peacefully.
Yes. That's what I'm saying.
Was that Reich again that shot it?
No, that was Brawl.
No, I
No.
punched it.
Brawl attempted to punch it. Brawl did not. It was Rye. It was Rye.
It's always Rye.
So he brings you guys up and he's like,
No,
"You guys, please get out from behind my counter. I'm feeling a little vulnerable. If you guys could just keep going, and I'll stay back here." So he
You got it,
ushers you
boss.
guys further into the shop. So you guys are now on the other side of the counter, towards the shelves with all the spare ship parts and all that fun stuff. And he says, "So if I'm understanding some of your conversation down there, one of you guys, or some of you guys, or all of you guys answered my ad."
Well, yeah, that was originally it.
Yeah, we got rid of the halfling pest.
A little unexpected, but
In case it's
It
not what
worked.
you were assuming, those goblins were there at the halfling's request. So he was the one behind it.
Yeah, right.
Vosik
was?
was behind this?
Yes.
yes.
Or at least I point to the goblin that surrendered. I remember, or at least I'm pretty sure it was him.
I
Said
thought
they were
Vosik
hired.
was just being a coward when he didn't help me. Oh, all right. That's
Well, yeah, he was the one who activated your buddy here, and he points to the robot.
I hate when you say it like that.
What the robot do?
I can't help it. I gotta stay in the accent, or I'll lose it.
That's
No,
fair.
it's robot.
Robot.
Yeah, he says, "Oh, Vosik sometimes worked at the shop," and he looks decidedly at the Lashunta of the group and says, the job posting had nothing to do with Vosik.
So
Halfling aren't vermin."
he wasn't very pleasant.
He doesn't really. I'm sorry, but he doesn't really know all that much about other races, apparently. He keeps on thinking that I, as a android, have no feelings whatsoever, and it kind of hurts my feelings.
That's not true.
To be
It's not
honest.
all of them. It's just you androids are a little bit weird.
The blade wielding, or the ex-blade wielding goblin pipes up and says, "Goblins aren't vermin either." And Archie says, "Fair. I actually did not know I was hiring a contract for goblins. I thought I just had some rodents of unusual size in the basement." I kept coming back to the shop
Watch
after dark. I'd come back up to open in the morning, and the shop was a mess. I thought I just had a pest problem, and it wasn't until I went to check it out because no one was answering my ad and he points at Not Sop and the ex blade wielding goblin and says, and then I got abducted.
So I start to shake myself out and regain composure, and I say, "So about this contract."
I don't think we deserve a reward now.
He doesn't know what he's talking about. We fulfilled our obligations, and we were wondering about.
I want to know
Getting
why
some parts
killing
for
a
payment.
goblin is okay, but killing the halfling isn't.
That's probably a conversation better than at this moment. But yeah, let's move on from that. I will say some creatures were actively attacking you and one was running away, but that's totally fine. Right, continue on. What were you saying to Archie?
I was saying, we would like to work on terms of payment for our services rendered. We have a ship that could utilize some parts and some tender loving care, and we were hoping that you might be able to provide that service.
Roll diplomacy.
Sure thing, boss.
All of this was in character.
That was not me rolling.
No.
That was in character.
No, Archie says, roll some diplomacy.
Oh, okay.
Shut up.
And Rye says, sure thing,
Hold on.
boss.
25 plus 1d6, 28.
Archie warms up a little bit as he's in his happy place in the shop. He's not while he does have the goblins in sight, he's kind of he's coming to a more settled mood. He's not looking at the halfling corpse at all. And he says, "All right, yeah, it sounds like you guys did more work than I expected. That's accurate. For all I know, you saved my life. I maybe, I'm not really sure what
look at it. That would be correct. We did in fact rescue you.
Yeah, we can definitely work something out. You mentioned you guys have a ship.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
So you guys, are you like are you Starfinders? Are you?
Something like that.
I'm an android.
That's not at all what I asked.
I'm a contractor.
Okay. Oh, so you're mercenaries.
We're just 5 people
I
in
am.
a boat what needs fixing.
Oh,
We just happen to all be together.
on the same ship.
Yeah.
As of how long ago was that?
It was a day. It was yesterday.
As of yesterday.
I don't. You know what? I don't
It's
even want
best
to
if-
know.
Yeah.
Tell you what. Let me know where your ship is located. I will take a look at it. I can get you guys started, and I can at least give you a basic setup. And if you need more than that, I mean, I can give you some pointers, but otherwise, it would require a little bit more than I have available here.
And I'd like to do a sense motive just to make sure he's telling the truth. I rolled poorly. Hold on. 12.
You have no reason to doubt that he's on the up and up.
And
Fair. I also don't have any reason before that roll.
And Archie, if you want, I can help you, kind of repair a little bit of what's going on in your shop here. Maybe we can work something out. Maybe some discounts or something.
The discount is we saved his life, and he's gonna fix our ship.
I mean, I don't think he's gonna fix our ship for free.
Well, we saved his life.
No, I have a bit of a trade I work out with Starfarers. If you guys are a collective, I'm confused as to what your dynamic is, so I don't know if I should extend this invitation.
Very.
To you. But
Very dynamic.
He's shaking his head, and he kind of looks at Rye and like he motions like I get it.
Hey, real quick, big shout out to Neil for the $10 sub. Thank you, Neil.
Hey, that's awesome.
Thanks.
Woo!
And continuing right along, Archie says, if you guys are going to be a group after today, I do sometimes work out a deal with Starfarers. When you're on your travels, you collect scrap, you collect junk, you bring it back to me. I use it in my shop, and I keep your ship updated and in good repair. I will get you guys set up, at least. That's the least I can do for saving my life. I will set your ship up. But afterwards, if you guys want to have better access, we can talk about things there too.
Awesome guy. Thank you.
Very nice.
He kind of looks furtively a little bit, and he says, and he's like doubting himself for even saying it right now. But he says, because Rye has warmed himself up to him so much, he says, you guys wouldn't be looking for work now, would you?
Yeah, we need money.
We could use some money.
I'm not necessarily in the market for paying. I was actually wondering if you guys could raise funds.
What for?
I don't actually. You know what? I take it back. I'm looking for a pass to the upper levels of Pyramid Station Alpha. I can get access to better equipment. I could potentially open up a second location. However, I can't, with everything going on, I just don't have the time to save up the accumulated credits to actually buy a pass myself.
How good are you at crafting non-ship things? Say, pyrotechnics or props?
I
Things for the
reckon I'm
day.
pretty useless. I just know starships, and they speak to me.
Oh,
Well,
right,
that's-
you know I can do that for you.
We're
I've
Yeah.
done it
speaking
for
to
you
him, Shimon.
plenty of times now.
We're already talking to him, buddy. He knows it.
Yes, I remember.
You wouldn't have
Um,
so many viewers at the stage if it weren't for me. Just saying. Those special effects.
Well,
Pretty
you know,
nice.
guys, if he could get up there and have a little bit better of more access to stuff, we can get ourselves a bigger starship, or at least more well-equipped one.
What I'm worried about right now is
Getting that starship off the ground, literally.
not only that, but we have no money to pay the people at the dock.
Yeah.
So while we can raise money, I'm sure.
You do have a star.
There's plenty of them above us, buddy, and around us.
No, no. I understand. But you have talent. We can utilize to make the money to raise the funds.
Last I remember,
It's nice to see
I
you
was paid a
recognizing
little
our
bit
skills.
more than you when we got our last paycheck.
Listen here, that was bullet, you know it.
Well, actually, do you have anything? So we do literally need to get funds to keep our starship in dock. We are kind of broke. Do you have any short-term work?
Not
Did
really.
anyone find any credits?
I might be willing to hire on an assistant now that my other assistant is in the basement permanently.
Well, I mean, I'm not so good with my hands
You
outside.
might want to clean that out.
Well, when you folks leave, I think I'm going to call station security. In fact, maybe sooner than later, depending. So, you
My
know,
hand
Well, if I were
just
you, I would
subtly
probably go later.
flips to the grenade.
And I point to his security robot.
and he looks at you and he gives, I don't know what the Sheeran equivalent of like what the finger to nose to you would be, but whatever that looks like in an insectile format, that's what he does.
Antenna to nose to you.
I don't even know. You know what? I'm just gonna say his antennas wiggle suggestively in the fact that he understands.
Who knows?
We'll go with that.
Okay.
It
so-
is getting awful late, fellas, and I've been tied in the basement for about 2 days. I'd really like to close up, and he kind of is like ushering you guys out. But I'll take care of your ship. It'll take me probably 2 days. I'll work with one of my subcontractors, and we'll have you up and running. Just
Awesome.
I will make sure that the next time you come to the theater, you are well taken care of.
Which theater?
And then I remember slowly that we made up the story about him being a patron of the arts.
Who being a patron of the arts?
Archie.
Oh,
During my attempts to trick Balsack, whatever his name is.
Vasek.
Into,
Vasek,
yeah,
right.
into giving up the BS. I had alluded to Archie being a patron of the arts, which was just a bluff. So I believed my own lie, and I'm just realizing it now.
Well, I'm more prompting you to name what theater you're talking about because there are two. There's one in Industrial 2, which is a little bit of the shabbier theater, and there's one in Industrial 1, which is the one you presided at. However, I never named it. So if
The
you
Star
would like,
Metropolitan.
done. Is that a thing? Are you literally stealing a thing?
The Metropolitan is a commonly used thing for.
So you literally just added star to it?
Yes.
No, you should have went space. Yeah, I
No,
missed
I wouldn't allow space.
The
Do not
Metropolitan.
name things space.
Metropolitan.
All right, star.
Dustin, what are you going to drop on us again?
Sprox.
What is that?
What?
What is that you have in your hand?
Oh, foam roller.
Froller?
No.
No, foam roller.
Okay. And he's like, all right, thanks. He looks like he's doubting getting into business with you guys, but he's also not sure you guys are you guys, so he's just gonna roll with it. But he is trying to usher you up because it is late. The night cycle has started on Pyramid Station Alpha.
All right.
So as we start walking out, I mention, well, we do have the Mad Bomber.
Do you?
Is that,
No.
is that what you're calling yourself?
Yeah.
No,
Ah,
no.
I heard a grenade
no.
go off in the basement too. Was that you?
That
No,
was
I think
him.
I think those were pipes.
I
That
knew
was
it.
definitely
I
pipes
knew
bursting.
it. Well, you do have a taste for the theatricals, so I mean, explosions are big.
I enjoy your pun.
so, did you guys find anything down there?
I didn't look.
Grenades.
I don't think I accompanied anybody in terms of looking for stuff, so.
Seeker, are you being intentionally dull, or is this a Justin moment?
No, I didn't. I wasn't the one that checked the halfling.
You didn't check the halfling?
No.
No,
No,
it was
we're
me.
wait.
Oh,
We're
I'm
waiting
so
on
sorry.
Zero
I
to
thought
find
it was.
out whether he-
Oh,
you
come
androids
on,
look
because we're
alike.
both. Okay, I see. How it is.
I'm so sorry. So Zero's being intentionally silent. That stands to reason. Okay, yeah.
No, I'll bring up. I found some credits. That's it.
Oh yeah. You gonna share with the group?
Are people gonna share from? What was the
All nothing
Blizzard
else
guy?
that we pulled.
Yeah, we didn't
Okay.
really get anything else.
Okay, so
No,
this
no,
is-
no. The
No.
I'm talking about when we got the 2,000 credits and had to give up 1,500 of it.
Gentlemen, there are 5 of us. We need to gather as many credits as we possibly can. We don't trust each other enough to have one person in charge of any of the credits. My suggestion, we divvy it up 5 ways, figure out the math, yada, 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 game magic, and see what we can do about amassing as much wealth in as little time as possible.
Because what
I just don't feel like sleeping on the streets tonight.
we need what?
Why don't we sleep on the
2,000?
ship?
GM,
Well, yes,
Mr.
ship's
GM,
definitely get out.
did we have a goal of we were not quoted a price or anything?
You were not quoted a price. Justin has a little bit of metagaming knowledge. I will say Seeker happens to know that the going price for a hall pass is to the upper levels is 2,000 credits.
Oh.
Right. Now I only have a hall. Did I not get a hall pass?
You potentially have access to the upper levels. You have not utilized it yet.
Okay, but I do have it, right?
Potentially. Yeah,
Potentially.
one of the patrons to the theater was impressed with your work and invited you to the upper level.
Okay, so I have a plan.
Oh boy.
Some of you won't like it because you don't like me, and that's fine. We'll learn to like each other.
Hey, as long as you don't point a gun at me, we're cool.
Or a
I'm
grenade.
useless with them.
Or in our
That's not
general
what I
direction.
heard.
That was an accident. They were all accidents.
All of them?
All of them.
Okay, just keep the gun holstered.
Okay.
Well, we don't know what
What's your
happened in
plan?
the
So
with the grenade and the cogs and that room.
Some of
We
you
were all
did, some
gone.
of you saw.
I start to channel my inner actor, pompous self. I go, I have access to the upper levels. I am a celebrated actor and artist, and of course, Seeker's good too. We have the ability to get us up to the upper level.
Oh yeah, I
The
forgot
only
about
thing
that.
is, it has to be in Congress with the stage. So
Easy. Stagehand.
there you go. You're good.
And here's my muscle, and here's my assistant. Points to Brawl, then Zero.
I'd like to make a roll, or would it be common knowledge whether that pass would extend to my extra people, or is it just for me?
Traditionally, it's a solo person thing,
Mhm.
but yours isn't. You don't actually have a physical hall pass. You
What do I
have
have?
more of an invitation,
Okay.
which may or may not be able to extend. That's something you would have to trial and error.
Okay. So do we have? Do I know who this person is who's extended the invitation? Because I would like to convince them that that Seeker is my special effects person who I begrudgingly could not be here without, and the rest
Okay.
are from an outreach program that I am trying to assist learn the craft to better succeed in society, and Miller is their chaperone.
So you know that the person who, like the kind of fancy person who attended, slummed it a little bit by going to Industrial One. It was a guy by the name of last name Stoyer. He was another Lashunta, which may have helped. I can hear Chris typing his goddamn
Sorry.
That's fine.
I tried to
and
actually do it very soft, too. This is a
No.
loud-ass
It's a
keyboard.
very loud keyboard. However, Stoyer is not located in the lower tier of Pyramid Station Alpha. He makes his residence in one of the upper tiers. You're not that familiar. It was like a one-time invite that you could come upstairs, or rather up to the next level, because he was interested in seeing more of you. But it was a very open, tenuous invite. It wasn't so much a plan as much as a like a passing moment.
Okay, so
Also, and I was trying to hint this with Archie, it's late. Are you doing anything right now? You're probably waking folks up.
Okay, so my suggestion: we find a place to stay for the night. I will look into whatever artistic endeavor my brilliant mind can come up with that will impress this man to get us a repeat performance upstairs. And do we want to look into the bounty on Mad Bomber in Industrial One? I'm not the Mad Bomber.
And for our viewers, what Rye in Patrick's voice, oddly, is referring to is there was a bounty posting for an individual called the Mad Bomber. That's how they also found out about the vermin pest control job, which led them to Archie.
Let's
How
do it.
much was the bounty?
I don't recall, but you guys have it in your roll 20
Mad
area.
Bomber. 2,000 credits.
Oh, look.
Which is what we need.
Wanted
convenient
alive. Wanted alive. This is
You
in
get that,
character.
Says the murderess.
Murderess. I've got the bits and tackle.
Murder-ish.
Good sir. I'm already starting on a rhyme. All right. So, what do we know about areas that will? Well, first, this is where I perform. Is it not, or is this not? I keep.
You guys are in, I believe, Industrial 2 right now. Yeah, you made your way back to Industrial. You perform in Industrial 1. That's where the Playhouse is. It's first day, which Starfinder uses to quite modernly state Monday. You guys don't usually have too much going on during the weeks. It's more of a weekend gig.
And am I aware of a place where we can crash on the low?
So you have
Why
rooms
don't
at
we go
the
back to our ship?
Playhouse. Seeker has rooms at the Playhouse. I believe both Brawl and Miller have been kind of slumming it, like just hanging out with other Yosoki families and crashing there. I have no idea where Zero sleeps. However, Zero, please utter your suggestion as Rye desperately tries to think of a place for everyone to crash.
Why don't we go
I've got
back to the
cafe.
ship? Because the ship's an industrial too, correct?
Correct.
Why don't we just go back to the ship?
Because we don't have anything in there of.
Didn't they kick us out?
No.
We
No.
get kicked out, but
No, we did not get kicked out.
You got ushered out to figure things out because you guys are dithering.
Rex kicked us out, basically.
The ship's robotic companion did usher you out. It was not an invitation not to return. It was more of a figure stuff.
Don't make money. And
Dustin,
repair the
are
ship.
there sleep quarters on the ship?
Yeah, there's tons of quarters on the ship. You've
Stop
actively previewed them,
Well, okay, because we made the illusion of taking that stuff out.
and you
As-
never did.
I thought we did. I
did not.
was under the impression that we did. Okay, back to the ship.
Everyone's
I'll go,
going.
but not because you
Yeah.
told me to.
Yeah, let's go.
I'm
right.
for it.
Can I get perception checks from everyone?
Absolutely.
It's eye
18.
jamming time.
Ready? Who thinks
Wow,
that Brawl's gonna fail another perception
Very
check?
good.
Me.
Hey,
Oh, nope. Okay.
DC 15.
I
DC
I got
15.
I got a 5.
I got a 20.
Normally I get a 1.
15.
18.
Seeker, you're like looking up at the dome before you, and you're appreciating how Night Cycle makes it transparent, and so you can see the underside of the next dome. But out the corners, you can see the nice majesty of the cosmos, and I assume that appeals to you. Although I am putting thoughts in your head.
does.
In terms of other things, Zero, Rye, and Miller kind of pick up on things, maybe a little bit subtle. Maybe you guys don't think about it too much because you don't travel in a pack as often, or maybe night cycle isn't really your thing. You notice that there's increased presence of station security, and this is the kind of more rough and tumble, like not your friendly copper station security. And also, there's an increased presence in folks that you can pretty quickly identify as gang-oriented or in some way gang-affiliated. Now, maybe they're showing some gang tattoos. Maybe they're just dressed rather aggressively and armed, more so than is like the custom in Pyramid Station Alpha. And Zero, you probably recognize a couple of different groups. Like there's Half-Breed's gang is the Half-Breed gang is present. There's a couple others. There's bottom feeders is another prominent gang down in the bottom levels. And then there's also anti-security is another gang that tends to pop up. And maybe you see a couple of things you recognize from there. No one's paying you any particular attention, but you do notice the increased presence as you travel through Industrial 2. You guys make it to the docks fine. You walk through some, alleyways, streets. The industrial domes are very much inorganic. These are tall buildings that are used for building things, and some of them have been converted to residences. There's like large apartment complexes. This is not a. This is like a condensed, ugly New York City in this dome as you guys walk through. Maybe there's a couple of greenery parks in towards the fringes, but that's not where you guys are headed. You guys head over to the shipyards where you guys have docked your ships. You walk through fine. You're not approached with anyone. As you kind of enter towards your hangar door, you do kind of get flagged down. Someone's kind of flagging you, waving you down, and it is a human male in kind of like a work overalls for the docks, and he says, "Oh, hey folks, is this your ship? You guys, the crew of the," and he's like flipping through a data pad thing. The Saab she is that what you guys are?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Awesome. That's good to know. I'm really glad to meet you guys. I'm Patrick. I know we spoke over the
Oh,
intercom.
no. If you're going to
That's
hold
not
me to
Patrick.
standards, I'm holding you to standards. Get back to that southern drawl.
I can't. Was it Southern? Was he Southern?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh
Very
yeah.
southern.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Very
Hold
Southern.
on. Oh,
Hi, this is Patrick.
I'm
It sounded
I
like you
don't
were
remember
trying to
the voice. I
gargle
should have
on
watched the episode. I'm Patrick. We spoke over the intercom yesterday, or was that this morning? I don't remember. It's been such a busy day. I just wanted to check in with you guys before you got through the hangar. You guys aren't planning on leaving, right?
Not today.
Not now.
Awesome. I do not know how to release the mag locks in all of the different bays. I'm having a bit of trouble. And also, before you guys go, and he's flipping through the data pad some more. The docking fee for your cargo ship is going to be 400 credits before I can actually release the mag locks.
Is that 400 a day or 400 for the 10 days that we're gonna be here?
That's for the 10 days that you guys talked about. If you go over
Alright.
that, I'll hunt you down and I'll harass you. Could I actually get any of y'all contacts information?
Yeah, you got me. I got name's Miller, and I don't know how do we transfer phone numbers?
I don't know. Just bump comlinks or something. I don't know.
All right, right here, buddy.
Yeah. All right. You guys touch comlink apparatuses and your suits, and he's like, "All right, thank you guys much."
And you
He's
need
like-
payment by when? By the time we leave, right?
Yeah, just when you guys leave. It's how we know to release the mag locks.
You got it, buddy.
All right, it's been really nice working with you guys. If you guys have any questions, come get me. I'm down at the end of the docks in the offices, and looks like I'm going to be here all week because the last guy quit.
All right, sounds good.
All right, you guys are able to go in through the door into your docking bay area. You guys are still the only ship in there, although it looks like you could hold at least 2 or 3 more ships at your size. And when you approach the ship, the door does open, and Rex is standing there. Do I have his random dice of doom listed? Because I know I wrote it out, but of course I did not think that I would have to see him today. Didn't think you guys were actually going to think to go back to the ship.
I thought we were ushered out by the docks. I thought they were kicking us out.
Nope, not at all.
Secret
Some of the impression.
Immediately starts just talking with Rex. Oh, hello, Rex. How was your day? Did you have a good day? This one here, right? He killed a halfling, probably in cold blood.
They all think
If he was a murderer, he had a great day.
Rex, who seems slightly more chipper than the last time you saw him because he was a little hostile last time, he said, "That's so awesome. Was it fun, guys? I'm really glad to have you back. I got a little lonely."
It's great to be back, and I had a decent time of it, anyways.
Hey Rex, are you a bit schizophrenic?
Are you referring to my multiple personality program?
Oh yeah.
No, I'm not schizophrenic. It's just over a course of hours, I have a system reset, and a different personality profile is sometimes triggered.
How long has that been going on for?
As long as I can remember. Come on in, guys. And the Johnny Five looking dude waves you guys on in with one of his like little clawed arms into the ship. And as you guys kind of walk in behind him, it shuts down. The door closes and you guys are in the ship now. You guys are good to go there.
Oh, Rex, I want you to meet my buddy here. This is not Sub. He's gonna be part of. He's gonna be my assistant.
I turn around. Whoa, where'd you come from?
Also, I guess a good question. Are you guys still carrying the other goblin prisoner as well?
I wouldn't think so.
He's not my responsibility.
Zero, what are you doing with the ex-knife wielding goblin?
Considering I didn't think to do anything beforehand, I assume I brought him with us.
All right, so you've got one goblin who's kind of like zip tied, I assume, in some way, shape, or form, and then you've got
No. Why did we take the
We never tied
surrender?
him up.
I thought we were leaving him behind for Archie to deal with. I thought we were only taking.
Remember
My vote is that we left that thing behind.
Way too late to be left with Archie, because that would have been a whole thing. No, he's with you guys. Yeah, you've got ex-knife wielding goblin who is in some way, shape, or
I
form.
just assume Rye forgot about him.
Well, technically.
Yeah.
And not Sob kind of gives like a half-hearted wave, like he's like.
Shima, did you grab the gun like I asked?
Oh.
Shimmer being, I forget which one is that.
Shimmer
Oh,
is
That's
me.
you, Justin.
Seeker.
Which he also just doesn't respond to anyways. Me?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
what?
shouted out to you.
Common knowledge that they make
What
nicknames
gun?
for everything.
Yeah, it's pretty common
You
knowledge.
didn't get it. My
I was too
friend
busy.
back there.
I was too busy magic missiling the halfling.
And you did a good job at it, buddy. He gives him a clap on the shoulder. Thanks anyway.
You're welcome.
Rex says, so while you guys were away, I set up all of your rooms. Now, you have some more guests than I was anticipating. There's a slight edge in his voice there. And also, there's only 4 actual crew quarters right now, since the ship was kind of not fully completed when it was borrowed permanently. However, I have made up the 4 rooms as best I could, and I'm happy to pull out a cot, even for your extra guests.
What was I gonna say? Rex. If it's any easy, I mean, I'm used to just slumming it up. If you want to just stick me in one of the the engineering bays, it's where I'm best anyway. If there's room.
You do you, friend.
Let's see.
I
who do we have?
appreciate
1,
it.
2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5
So
people.
I look at
5 people and 2 goblins.
Yeah.
I look at Saab, and I say, so you're not gonna. Hold on, I need a voice of some sort. So you're not gonna.
Like a goblin.
I don't know how goblins talk. I guess I can channel that first voice. I don't know.
That's a
So,
murloc.
No, that's
He's also a pretty miserable goblin. Not Sob is pretty miserable. He's still
Okay.
naked, by the way.
okay.
He's not.
I got it.
He's wearing the clothes like
Alright.
a cape. He has not made any attempt to cover himself.
Okay, so I walk up to the goblin. And I look at him. I assess his face, and then I try to mimic his pathetic sadness. And if we let you free in this place, you're not gonna try to stab us, are you?
Dusty.
Not Sob. He just kind of like shrugs. He's like, I didn't try to stab anyone in the first place.
Oh, you did try to shoot us.
Yeah. I did. I don't have my gun anymore.
If you did have your gun, would you try to shoot us again?
Yeah. And then the bound goblin is like, shut up.
Okay, so Not that I need to, but sense motive. Just I don't know if he has a sense of humor. I don't think.
If you
he does.
roll low, I'm making you get it wrong. I want you to know it this time, so roll for it.
Yeah, hold on. What my sense motive is?
That's not a
plus-
button. You use it on every. You used it on. Oh God.
Yeah, no, I'm having a brain fart. Hold on, I got it.
Surprised he
A
hasn't
Bart?
used it
So
on
15 plus 4, so 19.
You're pretty sure he is the picture of honesty, and you feel like you got a good read on him. He just doesn't care. Also, he might not be in control of all his faculties. He might not be all
With
there
it.
upstairs. He was kind of tucked in a back room and is literally still in the nude.
If I got you some clothing, would that make you a little less murdery?
He has clothing.
If
This
you
is
get
clothing? I thought this was a cape.
well, technically, capes your clothing.
I just thought you really, I thought you
yeah.
really liked wearing it as a cape.
So I do want to know, just in case this conversation, because I didn't state it, was loud enough for everyone to hear, so everyone's aware he is perfectly okay with murdering us for literally no stated reason.
He like as you're talking now, he like realizes that this was clothes that he was given, and he clambers into them, and he looks more depressed.
I love not sob. Not
I love Natsab. I'm just gonna space him.
yeah.
I was gonna say
so-
that is what we did to the
Space
last
him in
person
the
on
hangar?
ship, right?
Space
No.
him in the hangar. That's going to be effective.
Hey, not shop. I'm gonna ask you to just stay here, okay? I'm gonna go have a conversation. Hey guys, if you could just keep an eye on this guy. And then I pull Miller to the side.
I will say, let me say, Rex kind of rolls up on his treads and says, "Hey guys, you need someone to take care of your uninvited friend? I can tuck him in one of the unused rooms that wasn't finished, and we can just lock it on up."
That's a good
Like-
idea.
Like perfectly locked up.
I don't. Are you doubting my ability to lock a room, friend Lashunta?
Well, last time you.
You did,
No, he
you did
locked the
lock
door,
us
right?
out.
That's true.
He
It was
ushers
pretty
in.
effective.
He ushers in Not Sob into the room, and then he swivels his head around fully 180 degrees and says, "What about the other one?"
Both of. Can we lock him up separately?
Your guests are taking up 2 rooms.
Do we really need this one
Temporarily.
though?
Yeah, we have 2 unused bays. It's fine, and he tucks Not Sob into the
Small
bigger
one.
of the bays, and he tucks the knifey goblin into one of the ones that looks like it's probably going to be retrofitted into like a crew quarters in the future, like it could fit that,
Mhm.
but is currently empty. So he kind of tucks them in those doors, and you hear them lock.
So once they're locked up, I turn to Miller. I have no idea what your plan is, but these 2 have got to go.
I only saved the naked one.
Who just said he'd stab us?
He's
Shoot
confused.
He's what?
He's confused.
He's gonna leave.
I'm all for friends, but yeah, that does seem a bit
This is odd.
murdery.
I would like to know your rationale, though.
We're gonna need a lot of help on the ship.
And do you think a goblin is intelligent enough to help us?
Intelligent enough to
racist.
carry stuff.
We have
Miller, make a culture check.
Okay.
That might probably be better for an identify monster check, but I don't know what that is off the top of my head. So it's a culture. I'm gonna roll with it. And oh my god, stop hitting your keyboard.
9.
Okay, as far as you know, goblins are as dumb as they look. All right.
Would I be able to make one?
As you posed the question,
wait.
I suspect you probably wouldn't have that background info, so I'm gonna
Wouldn't
let
it be
it
more
slide.
life science?
Is that what it is? It's life science.
Because I do have life science.
If that's the case, it'd be a.
You know, what,
13.
give me a roll for life
If
science
it's
for
a
both of you.
DC, if
Well,
it's
yours is a
DC,
6,
you can
so
just
yours-
10.
Yours is not going to be enough.
So total 13 is not gonna be enough.
Hold on, I actually made a bunch of little clips of the book.
Oh. Oh, nat
Your
one.
eyes jam, you
My brain jammed.
brain jam. Hold on. I think I have one that was called nope, not recall knowledge. It was identify. Where is it? I know I clicked it. Identify monster. All right, I do have it. The rule there is it's a very common creature. They literally say space goblin. It is 5 plus 1.5 the creature's challenge rating. All right, I lied. You are plenty well aware of. I'll give you some of the background on goblins. They are.
I also got 9, by the way.
That's fine. Then I'll say that you guys both know, and I love seeing all the IGM emotes in the chat. Thanks, guys. What you guys know about goblins is that while they're not maybe the most well represented of species, in fact, on Pyramid Station Alpha, goblins are I don't want to say outlawed, but if the lower level security sees them, they kill them on sight. Just saying.
In that case,
normally they don't do it in public because that would cause other disturbances. But if you guys are ever like, it's very much a known thing. Station security has like a high alert on goblins because they obviously cause problems, and the station security down below in the lower levels is lazy at the best of times. In terms of goblin ingenuity, though, there are a few species that can match it. I mean, that junk laser that at least one of you guys inspected, they built out of a box of scraps, and it works most of the time. So while what their creations may be like absolute junk piles and hella dangerous, they are able to create their own spacecraft even. So there is a level of knowledge there.
Okay, so let me rephrase that then. Well, we know they can, make do. I'm not sure if they're really the most trustworthy.
That's mostly to Miller.
Yeah.
I can answer that. He ain't.
And not only that, but we can't even trust anything they do to not explode on us. You saw their guns.
Well,
and
I mean,
knives.
if we're going by
pull out the
track
gun.
records, I've known him shorter than you guys, and this guy here, pointing to Rye, has already killed several people. So how do I know he's not going to kill me in my
Unfortunate
sleep?
accidents.
That's also a good point.
We do have Rex here.
We
Hello!
also have Rex here. And if things start getting out of hand, we've seen his little saw blades or his drill hand or whatever that was.
I will point out I am a non-combat model,
Oh,
but I'm happy to help around the ship.
so when you were ushering us out early, you weren't going to kill us?
I didn't say that.
Ah,
However, I will say murdering friends is a little excessive. I'm just going to cut on you a little bit because that is the programming on that particular personality module, and also you guys are being really slow.
Well, how generous
sounds
of
very
you
meta.
to not want to kill us. That's amazing.
Okay. So I clear my throat.
And if he becomes a problem, I'll deal with him myself. He kind of points to his rifle in his back.
Gonna take him out to pasture?
This is my dog.
Oh
Dad.
yeah.
Put him down.
As for the other one, I'm not explicitly sure why Hush brought him aboard, but you do you, buddy.
I don't think Hush, out of character, I don't think Hush brought him aboard. I think we just kind of forgot about him. And
I think
He
he
just
just
kinda followed
followed us
us.
on
Yeah.
board.
Well,
think one
I'm
of us
just
did.
assuming that he did.
I'm assuming that we threw him over Brawl's shoulders to bring him upstairs, and all of us, including Brawl, forgot that he was on Brawl's shoulders. Brawl was just wondering why his backpack was so comfy.
No, I can't carry him. I'm carrying my Doshko.
I know,
Yeah,
I'm just kidding.
He's got the obnoxious.
But yeah, right. Miller just assumes that Zero brought him aboard, probably for the same reason.
All right.
That's basically what went through his head.
I'm
So
willing
here's
to
my
give
thing.
him a shot, but not the other one.
So here, so we have a new ship that's already damaged enough. We don't know what we're doing just yet. We have quite a few things that we need to concentrate on. I don't think having a pet Gobbo who's already admitted that he's going to kill us or would be fine with killing us or has any desire to kill us is the right helping hand. I say we get rid of him. Not murder.
Can we get rid of you then too?
No, I'm here to stay.
That's a good question. And Rex chimes in. Are you guys here to stay? I didn't really get a good conversation when I was in my less friendly mode, and I'd really like to help you guys out now. I just don't know what your intentions are. Are you guys the new crew of my ship?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, we are.
Sounds good.
Yes.
Okay, what do we do? Are we space pirates like the folks that crashed the
No.
ship and are
No.
possibly still tracking us?
No.
Are we
We're probably going to be jack of all
Starfinders?
trades.
Are you oh, okay. So you mean filthy mercenaries?
I don't know about you, but my personal hygiene regimen is flawless.
But your control of the language suffers mildly.
Yeah, it does.
I actually plan on running my business out of you.
Didn't pick up on that, but yeah, it do.
What was that, Miller?
I plan on running my business out of here. I don't have much in ways of a home or stable workplace, or even as much as a garage to work out of. So that's what I plan on doing.
That is the most depressing thing I have heard all day. Resetting. Personality profile uploading. I found my sheet. Reboot
Hustle.
processed. Hi, guys.
No.
Sorry about the little pause there, but I am back at it and ready to go. I just wanted to say there are 2 issues that we have today. I just punched my microphone. 2 issues we have today. One, it's late and you guys should all sleep. You look exhausted, and some of you are covered in viscera. Additionally, we
It was a
probably
mistake.
need to not have the ship look like it does now, because at least the guys who attacked us and crashed us profiled it. I know you guys weren't there for that, but the last crew was, and they all laughed, and I was lonely. I don't want that to happen to you guys, so there needs to be steps taken.
We should probably get it detailed.
Ooh, I just remembered something else. One of your friends stopped by earlier.
You just
Which
No!
one?
Which
What friend was that?
It was. Let me remember. Hold on. You all look alike to me. I believe.
racist.
I believe it
Species.
was a half orc.
Oh, I
Oh.
don't know a half orc.
That's not good.
He
At
said
least
he
you know it
knew
wasn't
Zero.
telling you. What?
He knew Zero, the half orc.
That's unfortunate. He has already found us.
I knew he was gonna find us.
Yeah, I kind of figured that when they said that there were problems with the maglocks.
Sounds about right.
Do you
Well,
know what they
then.
said?
I was eavesdropping a little bit, although I don't like to admit that. And they were mostly just talking. They called out your name, Zero, a couple of times. I didn't answer because you weren't here, and that would have been rude. Also, I'm terrified of outsiders, like really terrified. So I didn't offer anything, but I listened. They didn't seem happy, but I didn't get much from them. They were just looking for you, and then they commented on how the ship looks. I don't remember the words he used, but I remember feeling displeased after.
Yeah, we should probably look into getting this thing detailed.
We're also trying to get out of here as fast as possible, which we are currently working on.
2 days.
All right, I'm gonna pause it here with GM Magic. Do you guys have anything you guys want to actually accomplish before going to sleep, or do you have any
Yes.
points to bring
I
up?
thought
for
we
the
were
group?
talking...
I would like to bring up a point.
Yes. Then I'm gonna go for points first. Brawl, please.
So he knows we're here. Or what's to stop him from coming in while we're sleeping?
Rex.
Rex waves.
You can take on him and whatever he's got with him.
I'm sure he can at least wake us up or sound an alarm.
He would have to get through the ship's hull to get access to the ship at all, and that is not easy to do without high explosives, which would be awkward in a dockyard full of space just on the other side of that wall.
Didn't we also try that? I think we did. I don't think it worked.
Yeah, forcing your way onto the ship is not going to happen. If they do have something, I don't know, high-powered mining laser, maybe. But I'll at least let you guys know.
I thought we
Any
were
other
going
point?
over, not a point, but I thought we were actually going over like why we're all here earlier when we were talking. Like, I know Miller said that he was going to be running his shop through. I thought we were all one by one going through.
No,
like,
let's do that.
why
Let's,
we
you know
were
what?
here.
Rex will, after hearing Miller's conversation there and after kind of getting off tangent, he says, you know what? Why is everyone else here? I am genuinely interested to know. I believe you said your name was Seeker before when we introduced ourselves. Seeker friend, why are you here? Are you also running a shop?
No, but that could be really fun. But no, I am here to just explore and experience everything that the world has to offer and find inspiration in all things.
Oh. How non-specific.
Mm-hmm.
What about you, Mr. Lashunta?
I believe I've told you my name is Rye.
Okay, Rye. Like Mr. Lashunta better.
My main priority is to live. My second main priority is to live well. This ship offers me an opportunity to do that, so I'm going to do that, starting with getting rid of these damned gobos, as I look over at Miller.
And Rex is like, that's a good point. Starship, your very own starship does open up a lot of options, doesn't it? That's fun and exciting if you don't blow up. How about you, other android? I don't remember if we're friends yet or not, but I'm Rex.
0.
No, Rex.
My name is 0.
That's a number.
Also a name.
We're going to have a race war, guys.
Between two androids? Or
I'll
androids
accept
and a
that.
robot?
I'll accept that. Why are you here? Are you going to join the crew?
Yes. I'll be the pilot. And to be honest, I'm pretty excited to have access to a ship. Last one we were on went into, well, we didn't really have, but went off into the drift. Hopefully that doesn't happen this one.
Well, this ship will hopefully one day get into the drift, as that's the fastest way to travel.
We lost the other one. Sort of.
You can't lose something you didn't have.
That's a little confusing, but I think I'll hear about that later, I'm sure. My other... Ooh, I'm sorry, continue.
I was going to say, as far as other aspirations, feel like I'd like to set up information networks to actually try to figure out who sabotaged one of the ships we were on.
Ooh, that's interesting. How long have you been... you guys been... You don't have a ship. How long have you guys been on Pistol? Already...
Was it about a month?
A month.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And you guys have been stranded, or are you from Pistol?
I'm not from
I
Pistol.
assume we're stranded.
I don't know where I'm from.
I'm penniless, so stranded.
Interesting. I guess I'm in a lot of the same treads as you guys.
I have access to the upper echelons myself.
I don't like that one. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to ignore you, other Yosoki friend.
Well, I'm here to raise money. Not to get off of this place, but for my own reasons.
Okay, I guess the ship gives you avenue to that. I'm sorry, I don't think I caught your name, or if I did, this personality doesn't remember it.
My name is Brawl.
That's an unusual name. Most Yusoki I know have, you know. No, actually, that's pretty accurate. Okay, it's nice to meet you, bro.
Do your personalities share memory?
There is a shared core. I think it got a little dinged up when the ship crashed.
That's
I'm
unfortunate.
sure our friend here wouldn't mind trying to fix it.
Oh, goodness, don't touch me, please. By Triune, I can't guarantee what will happen, but while doing some self-inspection while you guys are away, I noticed that I have a security system and at least 6 personalities profiles. Also, some memory banks are missing.
All right. Well, we should probably get the repairs underway, but we should probably go to bed first.
I agree.
Repairs will mostly
I've
be
used
handled.
a lot of magic.
He does kind of like wave his claws, and he says, "What are you guys doing about the goblins again?"
I would.
Hmm?
So
I call party vote.
gone.
I mean, I'd like to keep Notsob.
I'm willing to give Notsob a chance, but I'm
The one
really
that said
kind
he'd
of.
kill us.
He never said he'd kill me.
said
Probably
he'd
because
kill
we're
us.
friends. Probably.
Oh, that's a wonderful reassurance for me, not friend.
Did you try talking to him?
You heard me try talking to him.
Yeah. Yeah, he sees you carrying around a tied up other goblin. I'd want to kill you too. Especially after killing several people of his friends, and 3 of which
Those
were
were
friends.
accidents and they attacked us. I don't understand what the difficulty is.
I haven't heard votes from Zero or Brawl.
I'm not okay with the other one.
I
Not
assume
Sob,
you're-
I'm fine with.
That's how I look at it.
You people are crazy.
Well,
All
just
right.
give him a chance, just a couple days, and if not, we can throw him out the lock or something.
Christ.
Or I can.
If we
can
do
Fine.
get rid of,
Fine. I
we
walk
do
over.
get rid of the goblins. What are we going to do with them? Just kick them out of the ship and say, "Here, go free."
I guess you kind
I
of have to
wouldn't-
bring him to the guards.
I'd say that's
Or you can
probably
cut
not
him
a terrible
loose.
idea.
We don't like this guy. Take him.
Are you guys going? So we're keeping not Sob at least for now,
Mhm.
and the knifey goblin looks like he's getting the axe. I'm just gonna really quickly summarize. Are you guys gonna kill him or release him?
Release.
Release.
Yeah,
Are you
release.
gonna release him tonight or wait until you have time to actually leave the ship and do some in a more civilized area?
The second one.
Okay.
Mm.
Fine.
Rex brings you guys up to the command tier of the ship, which is the top floor of the ship, out of the 2 floors, and the not talking about the sub-level kind of basement thing that it has for the what am I trying to say? The cargo area. At the top tier, he does show you the security camera system, which does have access to every room. So you guys are able to notice that the goblins, the knifey goblin is kind of pacing around, but is in a room of blank nothingness, all steel walls, no vents for him to crawl into, nothing exciting like that. It's a very mundane, secure room, and Notsob is asleep and naked again.
Good for him. If he likes to be in the nude, I mean, as long as he's
Comfortable with his body, that's for sure.
He's using the clothes as a pillow.
what a resourceful guy. Look at him. Look at him. Very resourceful. I
He's
like him already. I don't know about Knifey over here, but
All right, now for sleeping arrangements, everyone has access to crew cabin except one of you guys is either going to have to bunk up.
Dibs on
or-
crew cabin.
I know that you mentioned, Miller, that you were considering sleeping in like the engine area, like
Yeah.
stringing up a hammock or something.
yeah, I mean, it only makes sense. If things go wrong, I want to be where it's going wrong so I can fix it.
That's fair. So
Then,
unless you,
the other beds are open.
other beds are
Yeah.
open, everyone's got a bed, but Miller, who's got he's figured out like a hammock out of some mesh netting, and has like a nice.
Mill engineering.
A little.
Oh.
Oh, God.
Zero is gonna take whichever one's closest to the way
The
up to like
outlet.
the to the cockpit actually.
Okay, to the cockpit. All right, yeah, the southernmost room. That one's actually not a room right now. That's where the we just highlighted something on Roll20, which I don't think anyone can see. That one's where the goblin's being kept, and that's not. It's just an empty space right now. The one across the hall, which is the southernmost room available, is the closest to the stairwell going up to the next level.
I'll take this one with the
And I'll
couch
currently
and big
take
TV for now.
the one on the bottom left.
I'll take the middle lift.
I'll take whatever's last. I don't care.
Brawl's my neighbor.
All right. No.
Oh God.
We will.
Brawl's
we will-
across the way.
If you guys want to even draw on this, your letter on those rooms, it'll help me refer back to it later, and I'll touch it up when I have some time. Do you guys do anything else before you guys crash for the night?
Yes. I would, before I crash, do a little bit of research into one-man performances so that I can begin practicing and learning my lines for what I think will be a performance to get us up into the upper levels. That to impress Mr. Stoyer.
Okay. Give me a
Job check, research check.
performance. I want a performance. What's performance in Starfinder?
Well, for me, it's profession.
Profession. Give me a profession check.
Okay, it's this plus 9 plus nothing. 27.
So what I'm going to give you for that is I'm going to say that you guys all have access to the infosphere, the Pyramid Station Alpha infosphere, so you're able to do some research, and that's totally fine. I'm going to say that this gives you a one-time, we'll call it an insight bonus, so it doesn't stack terribly with anything else, but a one-time insight bonus of +2 to this performance that you're planning. So it'll be like you're aiding yourself, which I actually don't know if that is insight. I don't know what aiding yourself is. We'll consider you as aiding yourself. Let's do that. I like that better. So you get a one-off +2 to your roll.
Okay.
Now, would it be better to do a one-man show or have all of us be actors?
I think
One man show.
I am not
I
acting.
Because
mean,
that would,
Seeger has a role, but
out of character, that would be a lot of fun. I think if we did come up with a play and put it on.
The
no.
Gnome and I.
I want to be
Sequel,
your.
as written by Rye.
I want to be your
Gnome and
canary. I want to be your canary.
Ooh,
Yes.
good reference.
Yeah.
I think only Steve might get that one.
I just said good reference.
I got it.
Well, I mean, and I'm talking about in chat.
No.
Oh yeah, challenge of the audience. Now it'll be a one-man show. I would imagine that Justin's special effects would be a +2 to it as an assist in his role. But outside of that, no, it would be a stretch to add anyone else. That's just out of game, out of character. Besides that, no, I just go to bed after that.
Okay. Alrighty. It sounds like you guys are all good. Anyone have any questions before we start up? All right.
Once I get back to the room, I'm going to look at the data pad.
The data pad that you did not mention to your compatriots. As you tried to boot it up, it is locked.
Oh. When you're done, there's one more thing I wanted to do.
Sure.
But I'll wait.
All right. I'll try to, what is it? Computer check, I imagine?
Yep.
To unlock it?
Yep.
16.
So an animated image, like a little chibi image of Vosik pops up on the screen and says, "Hey, boss man, I did mention I didn't like you," and it's like a recorded message playing. "I didn't like you poking at my data pad when I leave it laying around. You've triggered security level 1. If you trigger it again, it wipes my memory, and I'm going to be really, really unhappy with you. Thanks again for all you do, buddy. Vosik out."
Did you want help
You mean
with,
Archie?
with that? Because
He is in
I
a
didn't-
room solo. He is definitely doing that by himself.
Yeah.
So I'll probably leave it alone for night.
Okay.
And I'll probably end up asking Miller for help tomorrow. Or
Okay.
like the next day.
Well,
Miller.
yeah, don't ask the Technomancer or anything.
Nope, that's totally fine.
I love that everyone assumes that Miller is good at all of the things.
Rye, what
I
are
mean,
you?
Comes off confident.
I kind of am.
I mean, I also
His eyes have
am-
not jammed yet.
That's true.
Oh, yeah. The other thing I wanted to do before going to bed was check the infosphere. Is that it?
Yeah, we'll give it. I don't remember what I called it. It's fine. I don't know if it has.
Fake?
Infopedia. I want to look up.
Fake. Yeah.
I want to look up the Mad Bomber. Do a little bit of research. No need to tell me what I figure out now. I would relay it in the morning
Perfect.
if I find anything, and that would be what exactly would that be? Culture? If I'm just checking the internet, trying to understand.
No, actually, I think it's a computer's check.
A what?
Your ability to manipulate the internet to produce the
Okay.
information
That's
that you're
fair.
looking
This
for.
isn't going to be very good then. 13.
It looks like it's all you're pulling up is Station Security has posted the bounty. That's it.
Okay.
And then you see other copies of the posting. Anyone else?
I too want to do some research on the Mad Bomber, but I'm going to be trying to go through all sorts of kind of difficult to get to sites. You know, like.
Is there?
Yeah, I'm
So
gonna
as
be
you
using-
scroll 4chan,
Huh?
Yeah,
Yeah,
nothing-
I'm gonna use my computer savvy to find some, I don't want to say like black market, information, but you know what I mean, like seedy.
How good's the firewall in the ship?
Yeah.
I don't think the ship's firewall is what's causing any issues. Well, so what? Trying to check? You trying to make anything other than a computer's check?
I'm trying to do computers, but I was just saying.
Nope. I appreciate it. You're surfing the deep web. Go for it.
He's surfing the Android chan.
24.
Now it's a name that's repeated a couple times, and it seems it's not clear. Nothing ever comes out and says exactly who, what, why, but you do get a where and a when, and it seems that it happens around new establishments. Figure known as the Mad Bomber is noted as appearing. And it seems to be related to when they are either running a particular like new promotion or like grand opening or reopening, something that like, in terms of like a new opening for the whatever store or shop or establishment that he seems to appear at in these kind of cryptic messages you see. It's specifically tied to them opening or being something new.
Or a new one-man show that's going on in Industrial 1.
A bit of a leap, but I think that wouldn't be inappropriate for Seeker to think of. But I wouldn't say Seeker finds anything that says like that's going to be like a definitive, because you guys aren't going to be a publicized show. Everything you're seeing is about like publicized, like grand openings, reopenings, something that has crowds. You guys wouldn't necessarily have a crowd.
Well, are there like incidents that have happened? Like, what does he do? Does he just bomb it? Like.
That's all you're able to see is things have been bombed. Now that's a little incongruous with your experience for this past month because there have been no explosions that you're aware of, and I think Seeker would be very aware of them.
Except for the ones that Rye.
Except for the ones that Rye has initiated, correct? I mean, some of those are that's fine. There's nothing that stands out to you, and you haven't. There's not. While the industrial domes, the two lower domes, they're seedy, definitely seedy. They're not usually prone to like open warfare. In fact, the hubbub around Dead Dome and like the things of people like getting there and fighting on the way there is probably the most action that the lower levels have seen in a couple of years.
Miller would like to talk to Not Sub. Just kind of build rapport.
He's asleep.
Oh, right. You did say that. Never mind.
He also, if you do try to peg him, he refuses to wake up.
And it wouldn't bug him if he's asleep.
Okay. Anything else?
I'm going to sleep.
Brawler's headed to bed.
As you guys sleep, you guys rest up. You get your resolve points back. You get your HP back. You get your spells back. All that fun stuff. The morning comes. Do you guys have a plan of action? I know we're coming to the end of the show, but do you guys have a plan of action? Like what your plan is?
To investigate the bomber. What are we doing up in the upper echelon?
We're trying to get.
I feel like our first order of business should probably be Draenor a half orc because he knows where the ship is.
Yeah, we should probably look into getting a detail on our vehicle here. Maybe move it to a different dock.
Yeah, I was just going to say, even if we change the way the ship looked, it's not like he doesn't know where it is. And it's not like there's many docks around here either that we can station in, because this is why we took this one.
Okay, so
we could talk to
Archie.
and see if we can get the ship redetailed, and then we can move it out of here.
Yeah, but then you
have
face
to
the
go
problem
up.
of landing and having to tell them what ship you are.
And the maglock might not be. They might not be able to remove it for a while because only Patrick is working.
So as the morning comes, you guys do hear that some work has already started on the exterior of the ship. Archie's crew has already started working on it.
Nice.
As they don't need access to the interior for what they're doing today, it's pretty open. You guys can engage with them if you want, give them some instructions, but otherwise they're just working on like fixing the substantial systems that were broken.
Also, I'm sure if we needed to, Miller and I could probably handle the maglocks.
It's true.
Would that be engineering? Because if so, I could try to help you out with that.
Same,
I'm sure all of us could work with...
except for Rye.
All right.
All of us with useful skills.
So I'm just saying, you guys wake up on the ship to the sounds of the ship being repaired. You guys kind of gather. No issues happen throughout the night. The goblins have been quiet, and you guys have to organize your day. Rex strolls in, and he's much more mellow than last time, and he just kind of gives you guys a half wave and says, "Good morning, all."
Ah, good morning. It's wonderful to see you.
That's very kind of you to say.
Isn't it?
Where are you guys headed this morning?
We didn't really figure that out, did we?
We're in the middle of discussing that now.
Oh,
really
by the
bad at
way,
this.
if we did want to go after the Mad Bomber, I did do some research last night, and I found that he usually seems to whatever it may be, usually attacks sort of new places, grand openings, deals, maybe sales, things like that, establishments that are new and aspiring establishments ready for consumers to
All right.
do stuff. I'm rambling.
That talk that we had last night about the play, that was in character.
Yeah, I'd
Yeah.
say so.
All right.
Sounds like we might be able to learn with this play of yours.
No.
I was thinking the same.
No.
High
There'd be
five!
some...
No.
if he was to set off a bomb while we were in the stage, that'd be a wonderful special effect. I wouldn't even
Yeah.
have to do it.
I mean, I think it'd be a blast.
Mm-mm.
Ha!
No. That wasn't character.
Yeah, there was no accent on that, unfortunately.
Oh, come on, Rye. You know
I
pun's
tried.
the highest form of comedy.
No. My response was not in character. That was just painful. In
The
real
response
life.
was in character.
Yeah.
Let's do it. I mean, if we're ready for him.
However,
No.
we could
We
also
probably
research-
shouldn't do that.
We should also
It could
check
potentially
around-
ruin if Raish becomes connected through bad publicity with that. That could ruin our chances of going to the
Oh.
upper echelon.
But it's show business. All
But-
publicity is
No.
good publicity,
But
right?
if we apprehend the bomber,
No. Nope.
then he looks like a hero.
That's true.
Veto.
Right.
I am not
Right.
I am
want to look
not
like a hero?
risking my.
I would like to get a reward.
I mean,
Wait. Hold.
Sounds like a solid plan
Hold on.
to me.
To out of character. I don't know if I've established that I need to look like a hero yet. That's known to you meta wise, but I don't think that's known.
actually, I completely forgot.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So no, We're not doing it at the play. I'm not destroying another one of my performances for this game.
Another one?
When there are
Think of it as better special effects.
I've done that once before.
All right. Well, then you know what?
You
we'll
guys
let
are not.
Shimmer here do it. He'll be our
You
prize
guys
performer.
are not thinking hard enough. Look, what about possibly marking the half orc's place of establishment, his place of business, as a new nightclub? Opening.
You want to perform for the half orc?
No, what's so difficult about this?
I was also
Actually,
going
yeah.
to suggest we could possibly just, walk around and ask around for different, interesting happenings in new shops.
You could
There's
speaks up.
the
You could always look it up on the local infosphere.
That too, which I
Yeah.
would assume I probably did also while looking up this stuff. But
Yes, Sika. What other events?
You were
are
tired.
I don't know. Let's see.
Cause
Did
us
I?
so
Did I?
much.
Let's see. So should I
You
make
did.
another?
Yeah, give
would
me a
assume
recall.
at this point
give
all
me a
of us
recall
would-
knowledge. I'll give it to you.
Well,
However,
what
in
are we
terms of
doing?
computers, you guys are fine.
Computers? Okay.
It's you guys. You literally could take 10. It's fine.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I do that then.
Yeah, there's a new grand opening. It's it's marked off as it's a flyer that seems like it's gained some traction on the infosphere, and it says new and improved Vossix starships.
Oh boy.
The grand opening is set for today.
You know what? I'm gonna say we probably looked at this together now then, and instead of having to just relay this to
Vossic is the
everybody.
half orc, right?
No, Vossic
No,
was
Vossic's
the
the
halfling
guy
that
that
killed.
was murdered.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So
says the
So,
person who murdered the goblins.
Does that mean that Archie's place may be a target here, guys? I'm really not okay with that.
oh, but you're okay with me bombing?
Well,
You're
Performance.
okay with you.
yeah, but
being
you're not
bombed.
repairing our ship now, are you?
A point of reference, I should have interrupted earlier, Rex says in a very calm voice. I just wanted to let you guys know that your half-orc friend is back and he's out waiting for you.
Wonderful.
And that is where we're going to end the main stream of Never Split the Party this night.
Oh.
Just stay hidden.
If we ignore him long
is there a
enough, they'll
back
go
door
away.
out of the
if
ship?
we don't go up to the door, he can't see us.
Nope, no more talk about the actual session. We're gonna move into the Never Split the After Party, and I've got 2 points. I tried loading up the Ask a Pathfinder channel. It looks like this video.
Can we
is
do the
only for
send off first?
subscriber. Oh god, I skipped the send off.
Hey, cut this.
No, it's fine. Cut this. It's fine. Remember, folks, we'll see what goes down next time. But until then, never split the party.
Yeah, Archie.
Yeah,
Patrick.
Pat.
Patrick.
Nope. Archie.